In 1930, the Pluto was first found and announced as ninth planet of our solar system. Its small size and distant location from the Sun made it a mysterious and intriguing object of study. After time goes, the technological development made detailed study about Pluto. On August 24, 2006, Pluto demoted from the ninth planet from the Sun. No, a Pluto did not explode or vanish. So, what the reason? Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Hidden Rees. Before we find out the reason for demotion of Pluto. From ancient civilizations. Before the discovery of telescopes, the ancient Greeks recognized and named 5 planets in the night sky. Even before, the ancient civilizations of Mesopotamia, specifically the Babylonians and the Sumerians, considered the Sun and the Moon also as planets. Time goes. In ancient times, the concept of what constituted a planet varied across different civilizations and cultures. However, some common criteria or characteristics were often used to identify and classify celestial bodies as planets. Based on that, Sun and Moon is removed from planet criteria. And there is only 6 planets in solar system. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn. Then, Uranus was discovered by the British astronomer William Herschel in 1781. Its presence in the solar system raised questions about the nature of the planetary system and the possibility of other undiscovered celestial bodies. The discovery of Uranus did indeed spark the hypothesis that there might be additional planets located beyond it. At the same time, in 1801, Ceres was discovered. First, Ceres was considered as planet between Mars and Jupiter. Following the discovery of Ceres, additionally 3 planets were discovered between Mars and Jupiter. They are Vesta, Pallas, and Juno. So, from 1807 to 1845, there is 11 planets were revolving around Sun. But this makes big doubts for astronomers. Initially, Ceres, Pallas, Juno, and Vesta were considered planets following their discoveries. However, as more objects were found in the same region, astronomers began to question their planetary status. Subsequent observations and discoveries by astronomers further revealed the presence of numerous objects like Ceres. If it leads, the number of planets has become hundreds. Ultimately, the understanding of these objects evolved, and they were reclassified as asteroids or minor planets. The presence of numerous asteroids between Mars and Jupiter, in what became known as the asteroid belt. In the early 19th century, astronomers embarked on a search for a hypothetical planet or planets beyond Uranus. This led to the discovery of several celestial bodies. In 1846, the French mathematician Urbain Le Verrier and the English astronomer John Couch Adams independently predicted the existence and position of a new planet based on the irregularities in Uranus's orbit. This prediction led to the discovery of Neptune. However, the search for additional planets beyond Uranus continued. Astronomers observed further discrepancies in the orbits of Uranus and Neptune, suggesting the presence of yet another undiscovered planet. This prompted the search for a hypothetical Planet X beyond Neptune. Ultimately, this search led to the discovery of Pluto. Clyde Tombaugh discovered Pluto on the 18th of February 1930. Pluto was named after the Roman god of the underworld. Clyde Tombaugh credited Venetia Burney, an 11-year-old schoolgirl, for suggesting the name. When Pluto was discovered, astronomers did not have an accurate measurement of its size. Initial estimates, based on its brightness and assumptions about its reflectivity, suggested that Pluto might be comparable in size to Earth or even larger. By the 1990s, it became clear that Pluto was significantly smaller than Earth and the other known planets. In fact, subsequent measurements and observations showed that Pluto is smaller than Earth's moon. For nearly 7 decades, Pluto enjoyed the status of the 9th planet in our solar system. However, in the early 2000s, the debate surrounding its planetary classification gained momentum. Astronomers began to discover other celestial bodies like Pluto, mainly Eris. At first, Eris appeared to be larger than Pluto. This triggered a debate in the scientific community. So if Pluto is a planet, why shouldn't Eris be granted planet status as well? They began to see a need, when many small bodies, such as Haumea and Makemake, began to be discovered in the outer solar system. This region is known as Kuiper Belt. Like asteroid belt, the asteroid belt is located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, while the Kuiper belt is found beyond the orbit of Neptune, extending much farther from the Sun. It is named after Dutch-American astronomer Gerard Kuiper, who first proposed its existence. The Kuiper belt is a disc-shaped region composed of countless small, icy objects known as Kuiper belt objects. Some of the largest known Kuiper belt objects include Pluto, Eris, Haumea, and Makemake. These objects, along with many others. In 2006, the International Astronomical Union, IAU, established a formal definition for the term planet. According to the new definition, a celestial body must meet 3 criteria to be considered a planet. It must orbit the Sun. It has sufficient mass for its self-gravity to overcome rigid body forces so that it assumes a hydrostatic equilibrium, nearly round shape. The object must have cleared its orbit of debris. Pluto successfully completed the first and second criteria for planet. Unfortunately, Pluto failed to meet the third criterion of clearing its orbit. Its eccentric orbit overlaps with that of Neptune, and it shares its region with other small bodies in the Kuiper belt. As a result, the IAU made the decision to reclassify Pluto, not as planet. The International Astronomical Unit classification of dwarf planets was established in 2006, following the reclassification of Pluto. It aimed to provide a more specific category for celestial bodies that did not meet the criteria of traditional planets, but still possess significant characteristics deserving of recognition. Notable examples of recognized dwarf planets include Pluto, Eris, Haumea, Makemake, and Ceres, among others. After the reclassification of Pluto as a dwarf planet in 2006, the International Astronomical Union changed Pluto as common name for dwarf planets and introduced the term Plutoids to describe dwarf planets that share similarities with Pluto. Pluto is the most well-known and notable member of the Plutoid category. Other recognized Plutoids include Eris, Haumea, and Makemake. Because of Pluto became common name, the official name of Pluto is 134340 Pluto. These are the reasons our solar system had only 8 planets, and that's not include Pluto. So, Pluto did not exploded or went out from our solar system. In fact, it didn't change, we changed. Pluto is much more than something that is not a planet. It's an underdog we're still cheering for. We still love you, Pluto.